Next are the Peruvian 5 pesetas from 1880. And a benediction coin of Augusto Leguia from 1924. Next up are the Philippines under Spanish flag. A 50 centésimos, 10 centésimos, 1881s and 1885. Then under U.S. we have the 50 centavos, only going to flip a few of these. Are the same offers on all of them, just the older ones had different revers. Same with the 20 centavos. And the 10 centavos. Quick little bit about the Philippine coins. They were minted by the U.S. Mint, though a few of them with the M mint mark were not minted on U.S. soil. They were minted in the Manila Mint in the Philippines, which we closed during World War II in fear of loss to the Japanese. After World War II, we continued to mint the coins for the Philippines in 44 and 45 through the Denver Mint and the San Francisco Mint. But all Philippine coins that were minted in 1921 and other dates during the older shield were Manila Mint if they don't have a mint mark. Like this 1903, but this 1917 was in San Francisco. Next up we have 10 Groszy from 1820. And 2 Złote from 1933. From Portugal in 1943, 2.5 escudos. In 1945, 2.5 escudos. In 1916, 50 centavos. And in 1998, proof, 500 escudos. Next up are coins from Panama. In 1904, 5 centesimo. In 1904, 10 centesimo. A 1/10 Balboa. Quarter Balboas. And half Balboas. In 1874, 1 leu from Romania. Next we have coins from Russia. 1905, 5 kopecks. All 10 kopecks in 1818. And 2 1915s. As for the 15 kopecks in 1868. In 1903. In 1905 and in 1930. As for the 20 kopecks in 1870, in 1872, and in 1915. 50 kopecks in 1896 with jewelry damage, and in 1925. A 1974 Samoan silver-proof 2-seam. Next are 2 coins from the Malaysian islands of Sarawak. A 1927 20-cent piece and a 1911 10-cent piece. Next is a 1938 Saudi Arabian quarter real. Next, from the East African nation of Seychelles, is a 1943 25-cent piece. A 1950 50 centesimi from Somalia. From South Africa, 3 pence. $5 and a 2.5 shilling, otherwise known as a half crown. From Southern Rhodesia, a 3 pence, a 6 pence, a shilling, 2 shilling or a florin, and a half pound or half crown. From Spain, in 1889, 50 centimo. And 1904, 50 centimo. 1870, 1 peseta. And 1876, 1 peseta. From the Straits settlements, in 1935, 5 cents. In 1926, 10 cents. And 1920, 50 cents. Next up, 5 pounds from Sudan, 1978, silver proof. Next up from Sweden, 3 tin ore from 1935, 1947, and 1948. 3 25 ore from 1980, 1937. In 1944, a 50 ore from 1956, 1 krona from 1966, 1 kronor from 1907, and also, 2 kronor from 1907, and also from 1907, 2 kronor. Celebrating the Golden Wedding Anniversary, KM number 776. From Switzerland, the 1920 and 1952 and the 1957 half franc. In 1914 and 1945, 1 franc. In 1940 and 1963, 2 franc. And 1965, 5 franc. The only different offers, the rest of them are the basic Helvetica. In Thailand, 10 centime, add 20 centime. From Tunisia, in 1960, 16 50 centimes, 1892, 1 franc, and 1892, 2 franc. From Turkey, 3 1947, 50 curis. Two 1947, 1 lira. And 1 1978. 150 lira in celebration of the 1978 Soccer World Cup. From Vatican City, 1866, 1 lira. In 1867, 2 lira. In 1934, 5 lira. 1967, 500 lira. In 1983, 1,000 lira. From Venezuela, in 1954, 25 centimos. And in 1960, 25 centimos. In 1945, half bolivar. Another 1945 half bolivar, and in 1960, 50 centimos. In 1935, bolivar. In 1954, in 1935, bolivar, in 1945, bolivar, and in 1954, bolivar. And in 1945, 2 bolivares. All coins are 83.5% silver. In 1916, West African, 2 shilling. And to finally wrap up the irregular size silver coins, in 1938, Yugoslavia, 20 dinar.